Hello, my sophomores. I miss you. We have 2 weeks left. The purpose of this video is to show you the assignments and explain them for the week of May the 4th to May the 8th, as you can see right here. There are two places where you can find this information. One is if you click here. The other is if you click on the agenda and you click on this document that says English 2 Honors. If you click on that, it will show you this document right here. The screencast that I'm making will be right here. But we're not going to use this one this week. This week, I'm going to show you the assignments on this. It says draft now. It'll be posted soon. It says, please watch the screencast. Well, here, I'll go into edit the material so you can see this. Okay, so here are your assignments for next week, the 4th through the 8th. Number 1, on Monday, watch this screencast if you haven't done so yet. Then I would like you to take the quiz over agreement with complex subjects. You did the diagnostic and the practice last week, at least you were supposed to. Take that by 3 o'clock. In addition, take the diagnostic quiz over tricky subjects. This will be, sadly, our last no red ink of the year. There were some units that we didn't get to, but it was a different kind of a year, so that's okay. We didn't get to pronoun, antecedent agreement, and parallel structure, both of which are very important. So if you want to study something over the summer, study pronoun, antecedent agreement, specifically with indefinite pronouns. It will help you immensely. But alas, we will not get to it. We're going to stop with subject-verb agreement with these tricky ones, things like numbers, amounts, and indefinite pronouns. You need to study for the test that you're going to have over Siddhartha. Yes, I'm giving you a test over it. This test, however, is something that it is within a certain time frame, but you can use whatever source you want except someone from the class or a parent. So you can use the internet, you can use your notes, you can use the book. Yeah, all of that is fair game. You just may not use friends. That does include like emailing someone who's in the class over the internet. Don't use classmates to do this. That's my only request. So the Siddhartha test is going to be on Tuesday. I have a review guide for you. It's very basic. Some of the test is just, did you read it and can you answer the questions, right? But I do have a review guide for you. It is down here. The test says test review. I'm also going to post it on Monday so you can see that. And so you can make a copy if you want. But really, I don't even need to. You just make a copy of this, print it out, or you can just look at it off your screen and write your notes on a piece of paper to help you study. Okay? The test will be Tuesday, 5/5, this day. I will post it at 11 a.m. It ends at 3:30. You have to take it in that 4.5-hour time span. You have to take it then. If you cannot, you should have a really good reason you cannot, then let me know via email before Tuesday at 11. Okay, don't email me at Tuesday at 11 and say, I can't take this test. Or even worse, don't email me at 5 o'clock on Tuesday and say, oh, I wasn't able to take it. You have to make this a priority. It's a test. Okay? In addition, your practice over the tricky subjects, that's due on Friday. So I just post that I put that for every day. You can be working on that if you like. Tuesday, you'll take that test, and that's it. And then you can do the tricky subjects practice if you like. Wednesday, a required Google Meet at 1 or 2. I don't care which one you show up at. I'll have a mix of people, 4th and 6th. I'm sorry, 1st and 3rd period. So 1st or 3rd period, doesn't matter. Show up to one of those. I'm going to go over basically the rest of the year. On Wednesday, there will only be 7 days left, and I'm going to be going over what is expected of you. And specifically, this philosophical conversation that you're doing on Thursday. I'll talk about that right this second. You're going to receive a conversation assignment. I'm going to give you a handout that has some good questions to get a conversation going about philosophy. And I would like you to have a conversation about philosophy with a trusted adult, preferably a family member, a parent, grandparent, aunt, or uncle, somebody who's an established adult, not an older brother or sister, unless they're over the age of 30. I would like it to be somebody who has some maturity about them. And I know there's young people with maturity, but I want somebody who's lived quite a long time to give you their philosophical perspective. And it's a conversation. I want you to listen more than talk. I want you to be asking questions about the person's philosophy. Why do you think that? Why do you believe that? What evidence do you have for that? Things like that about someone else's philosophy, and and just have that conversation. And the reason I'm doing that is to kind of prime the pump, so to speak. That's a metaphor for getting you ready to write your philosophical paper. That doesn't mean you're going to agree with that person, but it means that you've heard someone who has thought through these things. It's important you do that. So that's the conversation assignment. What you need to do is call or email or whatever someone else to set that up for Thursday, because you're going to conduct that on Thursday. Actually, if you conduct it any time, it's fine, but it needs to be done by Thursday. Okay. Thursday you'll conduct that, and then you need to create an email to me that describes what you discussed in your philosophical conversation. You need to CC, that's carbon copy, the email of the adult that you had the conversation with, so that I can see who it is that you interviewed, whether that be mom, dad, aunt, uncle, grandma, whatever. I just need to see that that person is CC'd, and that person will see what you say you talked about. And they would give that person a chance to say, I didn't talk to this person. So, or yes, that's exactly, or there was a great conversation, or you forgot about this part of our conversation, or something like that. So I want you to CC that person. I'll describe that on Wednesday. I'll talk about that in our Google Meet. But essentially, that's what you're going to do. And then on Friday, I'm going to give you the philosophy paper assignment. It's due a week later, so you have a week to write your philosophy paper. And I'm going to wait to give you information about that. You will also have your tricky subjects practice due at 3, and then the growth quiz over that will be due by 3 o'clock on Monday, May 11th, and the philosophy paper is due at 3 o'clock on that Friday. And the only thing you're doing next week is taking that growth quiz over agreement with tricky verbs and doing your philosophy paper. So you have a whole week to do this paper. I expect it to be something that you're proud of. Really, that's the key. Are you proud of this? So really, that's it for next week. I can break it down into 3 things: some no red ink over agreement, a conversation. Oh, I'm sorry. So 4 things: the no red ink, the test over Siddhartha, your conversation with the trusted adult, the philosophical conversation, and then receiving the philosophy paper assignment. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope you have a great week. And let's finish strong here at the end of this 9 weeks, these last 2 weeks. You can do it. I miss you all very much. And I'm excited to see you at the Google Meet on Wednesday. Goodbye now.